Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you inside the Crown Coliseum here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, for the third and final game of the weekend here in the All-American City. Tonight, the Fayetteville Marksmen will take on the Pensacola Ice Flyers for the second of 5 meetings between the two teams this season. And man, were we treated to a solid hockey game last night. I really thought both teams had strong efforts and a lot to build off of going into today's contest as the Marksmen come away with a 3-2 win in regulation. But I especially thought at the end of that hockey game you saw a little bit more of the flashes of strength that the Pensacola Ice Flyers have, and that's something that they're going to want to continue to build on going into today's game. Corey Melker talked to me about it, and he said purely this was just a great hockey game. You'll hear more of his comments coming up here in a moment. One thing to keep an eye on tonight, though, is the Fayetteville Marksmen are going to be lining up in one of the more unique ways in SPHL hockey. I've only been able to find where 2 teams have done it this season, and oddly enough, the other one did it last night, and that was the Huntsville Havoc. The Marksmen are going to line up with 11 forwards and 5 defensemen tonight as Vincenzo Renda will be the healthy extra so that Tommy Bessinger can key in for his SPHL debut this season. He spent 17 games in the ECHL, splitting time between Greenville and Greenville and Worcester. Folks, in a moment, you'll hear from the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melker. We'll be right back after these messages. This is Marksmen Pregame. Fans, we do apologize. It looks like we're having some technical difficulties here with our commercials and pregame interviews. So I'm going to attempt to do a little bit of troubleshooting here and see if we aren't able to find a way to rectify this situation meaningfully. And you'll have to apologize as I'll be plugging in some wires and doing some penalty killing of my own here. But just looking at the way this game goes tonight, I think you're going to see a lot of physicality, especially out of the Pensacola Ice Flyers. And Corey Melkert mentioned it in his pregame comments as he had told me that he didn't think his team got out physical. And I tend to agree with him. I thought the Marksmen did a very nice job bracing for everything that was thrown at them in the physicality department, and I thought at times they even gave it back. And that's huge because the Marksmen had been a team that had a tendency to potentially be pushed around, and that's something that you can't have, especially here this late in the season beyond the halfway point. You've got to be a group that is ready and willing to stand up and be the more physical team. And while I thought both teams had their points of being the domineering physical group, I didn't think either of them took the sole title last night. And it'll be something to see if either of these two teams are able to do that here this evening, as I think that's an important portion of tonight's game. We do still continue to test, and it looks like we may have found a solution to our previously had audio issues with our commercial, which means here in a moment we are going to be able to turn you over to Corey Melkert and give you his pregame comments, and we'll make sure that everything's all set and ready to go, and it looks like it is. So now let's take this quick commercial break. You'll hear from the head coach of the Marksmen right after this.
It's your sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. We welcome you back to Marksman pregame. Drew Blevins alongside the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert. Coach, you're on a 3-game winning streak. Last night you scored a 3-2 win over the Pensacola Ice Flyers. What did you think of the way your team played, and did you see improvement from Friday to Saturday?
Yeah, I thought there was a lot of positives last night. I thought we handled adversity well last night. I think, there's a lot of positives and, a lot of good areas in our game. I still think, we can improve on some things, but, I'm proud of the way they played.
And tonight, we finally do get to see Tommy Bessinger make his SPHL debut for this season. What is he adding to the lineup tonight, and what's it going to be like for you going with 11 forwards and 5 defensemen tonight?
Yeah, we'll get him in tonight. Obviously, like I've said, he's a proven top 6 player. I just expect him to contribute offensively and, be good defensively, be an all-around good player. He's got some experience, so I'm excited to get him in tonight and, get going.
That's a Pensacola team that has a good amount of size and seemed like they wanted to come out and play physically, especially on their blue line. Did you think your team did a good job answering the bell and trying to remain responsible with the physicality while still being able to take it to their opponent?
Honestly, I think, Pensacola is a really good hockey team. And in terms of the physicality, I thought, I don't by any means think we got out physical last night, so it's not something I, even have thought about today. Last night was honestly just a really good hockey game and 2 good teams playing hockey. So hopefully, it can be much of the same today.
Well, and you're going back with Brent Moran in net. This will be his 3rd straight start. He's got a 1.0 goals against average, stopped 25 pucks on 27 shots for you last night. Is this a guy that you see being able to give you that stability long term and somebody you can lean on for multiple starts?
Yeah, 100%. I think he's just, he's calm back there, and, which in turn, makes us calm. When guys have confidence playing in front of a goaltender, it's easy to see, and I think that's what's happening right now. So he'll go again tonight, and, expect him to be good again.
We've talked about this before, but with a handful of new guys, some guys coming out of the collegiate ranks, going 3 games in 3 days can be difficult. How have you helped this team to be ready for this type of long stretch, especially for some of those young new guys?
Yeah, it is what it is. It's the same as I tell you all the time. It's pro hockey, and in minor pro hockey, you have to play 3 games in 3 nights, and we work extremely hard during the weeks for circumstances like this. So we'll be fine.
Coach, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
He's the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert. We'll be right back after these messages with more Marksmen pregame.
Mikey?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Hey, it's Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up, they spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you, are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
We welcome you back inside the Crown Coliseum. Drew Blevins with you, about 5 minutes away from puck drop between the Pensacola Ice Flyers and the Fayetteville Marksmen. No changes to the lineup for the Ice Flyers, as they'll be lining up with the same 16. Sean Kuhn is going to get the start in net this evening over Cody Karpinski, who I thought played a very good hockey game last night. As we saw a little bit of everything yesterday, the Marksmen do make one change. Tommy Bessinger is in the lineup tonight. This will be his first SPHL game of the year, as he's played 17 in the ECHL already during this 2021-22 season. And that means Vincenzo Renda will be sitting. And if you were following along just earlier, you would have heard us tell you it's the first time all season the Marksmen are going to play with 11 forwards and 5 defensemen. And you'll know a lot in the first, I'll say, 5 to 10 minutes of this hockey game about how that's going to affect this defensive chemistry, as Renda has been paired with Jarrett Cupp, and that's been a pairing that really hasn't broken all year long. Even the long-standing pairing of Harrison Harper and Don Oliveri was broken up with Zach Hoffman keying into the lineup last weekend. So I'll be interested to see how this affects the Marksmen's team chemistry, and if they're a team that's ready to go out with a new-look lineup, and obviously the opportunity to see Tommy Bessinger suit up for the black and orange. Folks, we'll be right back after these messages from our corporate partners to give you our keys to victory. This is Marksman Hockey.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads. Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads. Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If we're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
We welcome you back inside the Crown Coliseum for the final time during Marksman pregame as the Fayetteville Marksmen prepare to take on the Pensacola Ice Flyers. Let's start the keys off with the visiting Pensacola group. I think one of their major identities has been their speed, but I think it's a part of their game that's less talked about, and that's their physicality that's going to be something to keep an eye on tonight. For the Fayetteville Marksmen, this is going to be their third game in 3 days, and while that is a staple of SPHL hockey, it's something that Pensacola isn't having to battle with. This is the back half of a 2-game weekend for the Ice Flyers, and an opportunity for them to come out with a little bit more jump and a little more speed, having had one more day's worth of rest than the Marksmen have over the past couple of days. The other thing I think for Pensacola is you have to be a team that finds a way to get quality chances on Brent Moran, and you've got to get a lot of them. Moran has proven that he's going to be a guy in net that's going to challenge any offense that's thrown against him in this league. But I don't think that Pensacola did a particularly good job of getting pucks into the middle of the ice last night. They didn't attack the slot, and I think that's something to keep an eye on tonight. Can they get the puck in danger areas? Are they able to start using their speed to get around a Marksman defensive group that had a solid game last night? Those are keys to watch this evening. For the Fayetteville Marksmen, a lot of this is going to be attack early and get out and play with the lead. Sometimes these Sunday afternoon games can be little sleepy ones that you don't necessarily know what will happen. It's better to go ahead and get out and use that first period strength the Marksmen have had all year instead of sitting back and letting the game come to you. I think the Marksmen also have to clean up the penalties. While they've had a strong penalty kill all year long, operating at around the 85% mark, staying out of the box and not allowing Pensacola opportunities on the power play is something the Marksmen have to clean up this evening. That's going to do it for us during Marksmen pregame. Puck drop between the Ice Flyers and the Marksmen is next.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads. Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads. Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If we're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the Crown Coliseum in Fayetteville, North Carolina for another edition of Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey. As tonight, the Fayetteville Marksmen host the Pensacola Ice Flyers for meeting number 2 of 5 between the two teams this season. Hi, everybody. I'm Drew Blevins. I'll be alongside with you for this one. The Marksmen looking for win number 21 on the season and a chance to stay tight in the SPHL standings with teams like Quad City and Peoria, as the Marksmen are within a game and a half of third place in the SPHL. Meanwhile, Pensacola trying to work their way up into the middle of the pack. They're 7th right now, just 2 points ahead of Evansville after the Ice Flyers lost here last night 3-2. A little bit of a delayed start as it appears we're having some illumination issues here at the Crown Coliseum, and it looks like a switch didn't get pushed on time, and as I'm looking up into the rafters, maybe half the bulbs are on here in the arena or on their way on. So we're going to have a little bit of a pause and a delay while the players, well, they seem ready to go. Battle of the two goaltenders wearing number 1 in net here this evening. Sean Kuhn will key in for Cody Karpinski, who I thought had a solid game last night, stopping 29 of 32 shots for the Marksmen, although it did come in a 3-2 losing effort. Meanwhile, Brent Moran has stopped 49 of 51 shots in his SPHL debut weekend. Had a shutout win over Macon on Friday. Parlayed that into a 3-2 victory last night with 25 saves on 27 shots. You may be able to see it if you're following along on Hockey TV. The lights are slowly starting to creep on, but it does appear that there are a handful of bulbs that are still out, and we'll see how long this delay is going to take, as I'll do my best to do a little penalty killing of my own. This is a Fayetteville Marksmen group that is attempting to extend their season-long win streak, extend their win streak to tie the season-long of 4 games. And of course, there is a daunting task that awaits on Thursday, and that is to go to Virginia's Blue Ridge and try to take down the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, a team that has beaten Fayetteville on 4 straight occasions. Jacob Linnaeus is our referee. Ian Krinsky and Dylan Lewis are the linesmen. They say the lights are good enough to go. Let's play, sit back, relax, and enjoy this one from Fayetteville. So the Marksmen are in their alternate red, white, and blue uniforms here on this Salute to Service Sunday, the 3rd of 4 for the Marksmen this season, with red numericals, black breezers, and white socks. Meanwhile, Pensacola in the sky blue uniforms, navy breezers, and sky blue socks, white numericals. Jarrett Cupp will shovel along to Zach Hoffman, and as we told you, the Marksmen lining up with 11 forwards and 5 defensemen in this contest. So rolling defensive pairs, meaning it'll be a number of shifts before you see 2 guys get back together on the blue line. This is Brian Moore, who opened the scoring last night, tried to forge ahead of Kugler. He could not. And now a chance as Whelan Parrish pushes to the far side wing. He was looking for Rupert, but missed behind him with the pass. Skated ahead by the Marksmen. Moore fakes the shot. He dekes into the backhand. He scores! Brian Moore with a little bit of early period magic. Works to the backhand and beats Kuhn 5-hole, 1-0 Fayetteville. Oh, what a start to this one. As Sean Kuhn sinks back into his net. Brian Moore has his 10th goal of the season. It comes a minute and 4 seconds into the hockey game, and the Marksmen are off and running rapidly. Dumped in on to Kuhn and taken back behind the net by Dalton Young. He's pressured, loses the puck to Bessinger. Taken back by Young. He'll be able to get it out to neutral ice before it's slammed in by Don Oliveri. Oliveri will have an assist along with Shane Bednard on the Moore goal. Up the near side half wall, here comes Blasick as he'll send a backhand pass to Matt Rupert at the far boards. Rupert into space. Whelan Parrish will push back for Dylan Carabia. Carabia one-handed, tries to get it beyond the blue line. He cannot, but we've got a delayed penalty upcoming. It's going to be a hooking call. We'll see who the guilty party is. Both teams have members going back to the bench. It's going to be a hooking penalty on Matt McNair as he got into Carabia. So fireworks here early, and the Marksmen will go on to the Freddy's penalty kill here just a minute and 49 seconds into the first period. Told you during Marksman pregame was going to be critical for this Fayetteville group to stay out of the box and not give too many opportunities to a Pensacola power play and a high-octane offense for this Ice Flyers group. 1-0 the score as we cross beyond 2 minutes into the hockey game. Marcus Russell for Pensacola will push it to the near side wing. This will be dumped in all the way around the boards by Seth Enser. Taken in the far side corner by Bondarenko. He'll play behind the net. Pensacola will look to set things up. Enser sweeps to the top of the far side face-off circle, calls for it back. He's got a lane, pulls the trigger right into the glove of Brent Moran, and he'll hang on. Brent Moran, the former fourth-round pick of the Dallas Stars. He's been a stalwart in net, making his third start in as many days. And what's fascinating about Moran is that he was practically pulled off of his couch. He was a guy who had played professionally in Norway 2 seasons ago, sat out last year without playing, and because of the connection with Harrison Harper, the Marksmen were able to find him and bring him to Fayetteville. This is FX Girard. He'll turn back for Oliveri, who winds and fires a slap shot. Puts it on frame, and he's going to force Sean Kuhn to cover with Shane Bednard pressuring. Kuhn barking instructions here to his defensive group, and it's a marksman kill that's been very good. I thought Don Oliveri, despite the 2 penalties last night, had a strong game. Scored a goal, 6th of the season to cross into the 20-point mark. And has had a Jekyll and Hyde season at points, but Oliveri has very much found his old style of play as a solid physical defender. Using his stick here to disrupt a pass as Carabia will hold the line near blue line. Centering pass for Blasick. Gives low Elgstom. Turning with it around in the near side corner. Finds Matt Rupert, top of the near face-off circle. Centers to Parrish. Pulls the trigger. That may have gone off of Elgstom. He backhands to Carabia. Low shot tipped on goal and cleared out by none other than the aforementioned Don Oliveri. 20 seconds remaining in the Pensacola power play. This kill has been much more methodical. Pensacola twice last night pinned the Marksmen in their own zone for 90 seconds or more on the power play. Around to the far side corner, this is Whelan Parrish. Overtaken by Oliveri, who lost his stick on the play. Now Brennan Blasick, scored last night, pulls the puck free. Plays behind the net to Robert Blugers. Backhands. Holding on for a long shot is Kugler. Good stop by Moran. The rebound, they score. Brennan Blasick lurking out in front. This will be officially an even strength goal, but he'll tie the hockey game here early in the first period. So Brennan Blasick is going to come away with his 13th goal of the season. Leads the Ice Flyers in the category. And what will officially be an even strength marker will knot this game up at 1-1. Pensacola has it in neutral ice. They'll backhand it up the near side boards. And Harrison Harper will go to find it behind the net. The breakout pass is intercepted by Blugers. Backhand to the near face-off circle and disrupts a breakout pass to Moore. Now Blugers ducks his shoulder behind the net and backhands to the point. Enser fires, misses wide of the far goal post. Pinning on the near side boards, Harper digs the puck free as this will roll up the near boards to Brian Moore. He'll give to Taylor Best, who's into attacking ice, crossing the blue line at the far side boards. Now Brian Moore behind the net is pinned by Seth Enser. Moore took 3 penalties last night in addition to the goal he scored. Moore knocked to his knees as Kugler dug the puck free initially. Kugler still driving it as Moore tried to play soccer with it. One to the far side boards for Sam Halessi, but it's intercepted by Oliveri, and the Marksmen will turn it back into attacking ice. Best on the near wing, chips it forward for Bednard, back for Best, that's up Oliveri, one-timer, blocked on the way through, the rebound is loose, and Kuhn is the first to find it. He'll melt the puck in the goal crease, and that will take us to the first break of this hockey game. 14:47 to go in the first period, 1-1 between the Marksmen and the Ice Flyers.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads. Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads. Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Official score line of the Brennan Blasick goal is as follows. Blasick's 13 of the season, assisted by Whelan Parrish and Matt Rupert. And the time of that goal, 3:56 into this first period. Fast start for both teams, and I really like how Corey Melkert described last night's game. He said it was just a really good hockey game, and both teams played well. It was very quick to give credit to his former head coach, Rod Aldoff, in Pensacola when he had played 25 games there 3 seasons ago. We're back to square even. 14:30 to go in the first period as the Marksmen will dump the puck into the near side boards. Intercepted by Pensacola, but the line is held initially by Remmers. Taken away and up the far side boards. What a hit by Oliveri! That's huge. Second time this season, he's sent a man end over end. The Marksmen are able to bounce this puck out to center. Goodness me. Oliveri comes back to grab the puck, and now we've got an engagement at the red line. Delayed penalty upcoming. It's going to go against Pensacola as Bessinger got tied up. So a St. Peter Pest Control power play awaits the Marksmen. Chipped up the near side boards. Reynaud may have a step. Centering pass, one-timer, pushed just wide. As Best looks skyward frustrated. This is going to be a roughing call, as is given the signal by Jacob Linnaeus. And the Marksmen will go to the St. Peter Pest Control power play. 6:26 into the first period. Dalton Young is trying to plead his case here. As he'll be the one sent to the box. "13 penalties taken between the two teams yesterday, which is odd. You don't think of either of these teams taking a ton of penalties, and whether it was tightly called or whether it was a handful of sloppy stick plays last night's irrelevant. There were just a lot of penalties called. And already 2 before we've reached the halfway point of this first period. Marksmen did score on the power play yesterday. They have 2 power play goals over the course of the weekend. Best looking for number 3. His shot harmlessly off the outside of the cage. Jarrett Cupp has it at the near side blue line. Cupp swings to the far side boards. Bednard tried to give it back for Best at the near point and missed him wide with the pass. So a free clear. Everybody touches up. Here comes Taylor Best. Down the near wing. Centers looking for Bednard, who swept it across. Finds Tanner Fraze, who will feed the point. Hung on to for a moment by Oliveri. Best will set up Jarrett Cupp. Far side boards. Bednard back for Cupp. He pulls the trigger off the stick of Sean Kuhn into the netting and out of play with 12:40 to go in the first period and 1:06 remaining in the Marksman power play. Face-off's going to be to the blocker side of Kuhn. And a new unit out on the man advantage for the Marksmen, and this one has the ever-dangerous Brian Moore. Face-off won by the Ice Flyers. Ivan Bondarenko will do the honors down the length of the ice as Brent Moran is out of his net. He'll set this one on a tee just in front of the goal line for Oliveri to receive. Swings to the near side wing. Here comes Brian Moore. He's the Marksman goal scorer in this hockey game. Given across to the far side wing. Moore will find Drake Glover, the near side face-off circle. Played back behind the net. McCloy gives up to the point. Moore winds and fires a slap shot. Blocked bravely. And a chance the other way is Brandon Tucker. Feeds it up ice. It's Blugers. He's away on the backhand and scores. Robert Blugers, short-handed, gets behind everybody, and Pensacola leads 2-1. What a shot block by Brandon Tucker, and then Robert Blugers goes on a streak right up the middle of the ice. The second shorthanded goal the Marksmen have given up in the last 10 games. And for Blugers, what'll be his 4th of the season. And that's one to highlight if you're scoring along with us. Time of the goal is 8 minutes into the first period. The Marksmen still have 15 seconds to go on the power play to try to get that one back. Into the near side corner. Good physicality here as Bessinger's knocked from the puck. Behind the net, McNair looked for Girard. Intercepted by Whelan Parrish. He'll backhand off the near glass. Good line hold by Hoffman. But out of the box is Dalton Young. He'll backhand into the near side corner, and Oliveri will have to go to chase. Drops for Tommy Bessinger, who will find McNair on the near side wing, intercepted by Enser. His pass is taken away by Oliveri. Oliveri avoids contact, lost the puck. Now Tommy Bessinger turns with it. Bessinger down the near side wing. Backhands it to the end wall. He'll let Best go fight for the puck. He wins it to Taylor McCloy, who promptly turns it over. Pensacola has it coming the other way. Good defensive stick on the way through by the captain, Taylor McCloy. And Dylan Carabia will take it for Pensacola. He'll try to settle the pace of play. Carabia peering around his goaltender, Kuhn. He'll start things off to Malik Johnson on the far side. The pass runs off his forehand, and Moore clubs it back into attacking ice. Taken there by Carabia. He'll work the far side boards again. Now a chance. Elgstom looking for a lane. Cut off. Centers the puck. Here's a chance. Are you kidding me? Brent Moran! A huge stop as he got a piece of it with a glove. It was almost certainly about to be 3-1. And now Brian Moore looking to build off the momentum. He drives in, fires an off-angle shot that's blocked by Carabia. Gives to Best in front. He jams, but with his paddle down and ready, Kuhn keeps it out. Both goaltenders trading quality saves. Now another ride in for Drake Glover, who's bodied off the puck by Preston Kugler. Behind the net, a quick glance over the shoulder. Tucker will feed it all the way up ice. A chance for Pensacola. Goes by the wayside. A solid defensive play by Hoffman. There's a hard hit that's going to be a penalty. And that could have been a lot worse, as boarding will be the call against Zach Hoffman with 9:46 to go in the first period. 2-1, Pensacola has the lead on a shorthanded marker. We'll tell you about the penalty when we come back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome back to Fayetteville, North Carolina. Drew Blevins in the broadcast booth with you. Brent Moran will have to tend to his glove side, and the Pensacola Ice Flyers have a 2-1 lead. The Fayetteville Marksmen just beyond the halfway point of this first period. And back to the Freddy's penalty kill go the Marksmen. Officially, they have killed a penalty in the hockey game, but had a goal come quite literally 2 seconds earlier, they could not have said that. So that's one of those stat patterns that you get away with, and it looks like a 5-on-5 goal. Here's an off-angle one-timer by Elgstom, blocked, and the line is held by Dalton Young. He'll give to Russell. Marcus Russell, the rookie sensation, feeds to the goal line. Backdoor pass for Malik Johnson. He missed it. Marcus Russell pins himself there, finds Johnson up to the point. Dalton Young hammers a slap shot that goes off of Tanner Fraze on the way through and wide. Pensacola had really good power play possession in yesterday's contest. Centering pass goes off the stick of McNair as he'll come to chase the puck. Russell feeds the point. Dalton Young pitches it in to Malik Johnson. Glove to stick legally, but the Marksmen get to it. They'll send it out to center no further. The most recent goal scorer, Robert Blugers, will drop it back for Dalton Young. Feeds Marcus Russell and will get it right back. Young, the defenseman, trying to skate it up ice. He's shadowed by Bednard. Centering pass to Malik Johnson at the attacking blue line is taken away. Just 50 seconds to go in this Pensacola power play. Stretch pass. Maybe a breakaway chance as Elgstom backhands. He scores! Douglas Elgstom got behind everybody, had a partial breakaway, and flings a backhander over the glove side shoulder of Moran. 3-1 Pensacola. .11:34 into the first period. Elgstom has his 6th of the season. And a power play marker for Pensacola has opened this game up to 3-1. Special teams so critical, and we've seen Pensacola take advantage. Skated up ice by FX Girard for the Marksmen. He'll backhand down the near side boards as Seth Enser's the first to it. Turns it over to Alex Reynaud. Near side corner, Girard going to work for it. He'll send it up to the point. Hanging on to it here is Mark Wilson. Steps into a low-risk shot. The rebound pulled free by Drake Glover. Gives to Reynaud. Kuhn, sensing the pressure, will melt it. Hang on. 7:49 to go in this first period. You keep a very close eye on how Brent Moran handles this. And 3 goals on 6 shots is not the ideal performance for your starting netminder. Matt Williams is the backup. Corey Melkert had been critical of Williams, especially after the loss in Knoxville. That came last Friday. Face-off push forward by McCloy, but Pensacola will get to it. They'll look for Malik Johnson. He's pressured by Jarrett Cupp. Johnson takes him down. Johnson centers. A chance. They shoot. Moran got it with the glove and will hold as Taylor Best took a hard spill, feet first, into the end boards. He looks to be a little shaken. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Brent Moran. 7:36 to go in the first period. Pensacola wins the draw. Here's a one-timer from Russell that bounces off of Harper and wide. Harrison Harper reaching after the puck. He cannot corral it. Bondarenko centers. It's loose. He shoots. Moran got a piece of it with the body. Couldn't cover. Carabia sweeps to Dalton Young. His slapper wide of the far post. Marksmen just trying to get it out. They do. Here comes Tommy Bessinger driving in. Centers for Bednard, who looks into the middle. And a hard takedown. Spun McCloy out of control, or begging your pardon. That was Remmers. Now Bednard has it. He'll backhand to the point for Zach Hoffman. Left for Bessinger, who played below the goal line. The re-center goes wide of Bessinger, and it'll head all the way down the length of the rink. 6:45 to go in the first period. 3-1 Pensacola in the driver's seat over Fayetteville. Bednard has it for the Marksman at his own blue line. Lost it crossing, but's going to get some support. Oliveri fakes the slap shot. He's got a lane, pulls the trigger, misses over the crossbar as the net is dislodged from its moorings. A good hustle by Oliveri, and made a step up, which at times can be a risky play, but looks solid doing it there. Face-off will stay in the Marksman attacking zone. Or will it? No! They're going to move this face-off outside the zone. Don Oliveri all over Jake Linnaeus. And the reason that face-off is coming back outside the zone is, in Linnaeus' opinion, Oliveri was the reason the net dislodged. Oliveri said he was pushed. If you're contacted into the net and it comes off, the face-off would stay in attacking ice. Of course, of ill consequence is Pensacola will corral it in their own zone and break it out. This is Whelan Parrish. Lost it crossing the attacking blue line. And across center ice, Alex Reynaud will dump it to the near side corner. Reynaud picks up the puck for the Marksman, slides to the point. Hoffman settles, fires a wrist shot through traffic off of his skate, high off the glass, but it stays in play. Matt McNair for the Marksman. Sweeps it to the point. Oliveri pulls and ducks down to the bottom of the near circle. His backhander is into the chest of Kuhn, who will hang on with 5:42 remaining in this first period. Another good clip to this one, and I think that's been one of the most impressive things we've seen this weekend out of Pensacola and Fayetteville is both of these teams can play at high rates of speed. We've got another conversation happening as Seth Enser sharing words with Brian Moore. Moore still looking over at the Pensacola bench. We'll keep an eye on that. Brian Moore was frustrated last night. Took some penalties. And the one late cost the Marksman a goal as Whelan Parrish scored, but Fayetteville had a 2-goal lead and ended up holding it for a 3-2 win. So Moran will melt the puck on this clear and attempt. Corey Melkert coaching against the man who used to be his head coach. 1-0 against him as Rod Aldoff looks on. Face-off won by the Marksmen. Skied ahead as they were trying to hit Bess for a breakaway. Intercepted down the near side boards. This is Elgstom. Knocked off of his feet by Harrison Harper. Takes a slash, survives it, and finds Carabia. Sweeps to Dalton Young at the far point. Young fires. Moran got a piece of it with a goal stick. This could spring a 2-on-1. Moore has Betts going with him. Toe drag, centers. Well defended by Carabia, who took away the passing lane. Squelched the opportunity practically before it happened. Now Moore to the near point. Harrison Harper feeds it to the far side corner. This one's knocked out of midair legally. Elgstom upended, lost the puck for a moment. Best flings it into attacking ice. This is McCloy, has more behind him. McCloy, double teamed, will dump it below the goal line as Dalton Young retrieves for the Ice Flyers. Zach Remmers comes to grab possession only for a moment for the Marksmen as he was stick checked. The puck bounces back to Zach Hoffman at center, and the Marksmen are right back into attacking ice. Behind the net, Young going back to field it. Sends it high up in the air. Jarrett Cup glove to stick legally. Sticks converge the far side boards. Bednard had it for a moment. Malik Johnson took it from him. He'll dump it into Moran, who shovels to Zach Hoffman with 4 minutes to go in this first period. Skated ahead slowly as it's sauntered up ice by Hoffman. He'll dump it in using the stick of Remmers as a bank. Behind the net, Remmers will chase as Hoffman goes to the far side corner. He knocks Bondarenko off the puck as Tommy Bessinger gets to it. Bessinger turning with it. He's sandwiched and taken down. Bednard gets to it. Centers to Bessinger. He took a shot from behind. Delayed penalty upcoming. Far side corner, Tommy Bessinger, who just drew the penalty. Feeds to Hoffman. Tried to fire. His stick fails him. Puts it in space. Malik Johnson will touch it. And the Marksmen will go to the St. Peter Pest Control power play right after these messages. 3:31 to go in the first period. 3-1 Pensacola.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
.331 to go in the first period. And it's been a long time since we've seen 4 goals in the opening frame if you've been following along with Marksman hockey throughout the course of this season. And here that's exactly what's happened. And the Marksmen are primed to make it 5. Good crowd here on a Salute to Service Sunday in Fayetteville. And it was a fun building last night on Star Wars night. And here, Salute to Service Sunday presented by MetroNet with a rally towel giveaway. And you may see some orange towels flying throughout the course of the game here today. Marksmen are 0 for 1 in the man advantage. Gave up a shorthanded goal on their only power play in this game. As the boarding call goes against Seth Enser, and he found himself in the box 2 times last night, as well as Oliveri and Moore did. Flung up ice as the furthest man ahead is Brandon Tucker. He hauls down his man, Oliveri. This is going to be a penalty, and the Marksmen are going to have a long 5-on-3. They don't realize it. This is just shot into space, touched by Dalton Young. Holding is going to be the call. And the Marksmen will go up 5-on-3. Guilty party is Brandon Tucker. 5 penalties in this first period. This one comes with 2:51 to go in it, and Corey Melkert will use his timeout. Officially a minute and 21 seconds of 5-on-3 time upcoming for this Fayetteville group, and this is a much-needed reprieve and a big opportunity on the doorstep here for the Marksmen. Enser and Tucker in the box. Tucker on the top penalty kill unit for Pensacola. And we'll see who the Marksmen will bring out on the power play. It's Best, Oliveri, Brian Moore. We'll see if we can get the other 2 numbers for you. Tanner Fraze and Shane Bednard. Bednard will take the face-off against Whelan Parrish. Fans getting loud here, and the Marksmen win the face-off. That's a critical start to this 5-on-3 advantage. Far side point is Brian Moore. Swings to Best, and Moore gets it right back. Sets up Oliveri, top of the near circle. Oliveri walks and will give to Bednard in the near corner. Oliveri now pushes for Brian Moore, calls for it back. Here's a one-timer. Scores! A power play goal for the Marksmen as Don Oliveri brings them back within 1. That's a smart timeout by Corey Melkert. As he settled his team, got the strategy, and Don Oliveri blows it by Sean Kuhn. Time of the goal, 17:29 into the first period, and it's a 3-2 hockey game and a score fest here in the All-American City. The Marksmen will still have 1 minute and 30 seconds of 5-on-4 power play time. Up the near side wing, here comes Drake Glover. Gave to McCloy and gets it right back in the near side corner. They'll let it go to Remmers. Settled by Oliveri, who finds Brian Moore near side point. Right back for Don Oliveri. He's got a hot hand this weekend. Sets a shot up for Remmers, who misses high and wide from the far face-off circle. Moore holds the line, but turns the puck over on a poor pass. Great play by Oliveri. He can't touch the puck, and he does a half step too soon. Offside against the Marksmen with 1 minute 52 to go in this first period. Face-off right in front. Brandon Tucker. The Pensacola penalty box. Glover motions for Whelan Parrish to put his stick down. He does. Pensacola will clear this the length of the ice. Oliveri back behind of Moran to retrieve it. Sends it out to the far side boards as the Marksmen bring it ahead. Moore calling for it. The pass misses him wide. McCloy unable to catch up to it. And this is cleared into the far side corner. Wise play by Moran not to chase it and take a delay of game for playing the puck outside the trapezoid. Oliveri turns to the near side boards as McCloy will backhand it below the goal line. Kuhn on the end wall shoots it to the far side boards. Line held by Brian Moore. Feeds it to the point for Oliveri. Calls for it right back. Oliveri setting up on his one-timer side. Here he goes. He blew it just wide. Another good chance on a blast. Now behind the net. Bessinger gives to Moore. Sets up Oliveri. Oliveri floats it toward the net. Off the stick of Robert Blugers, who will clear it. And that'll do it for the Brandon Tucker minor. He's out of the box. 45 seconds to go in the first period. 3-2 hockey game. Matt McNair drives up the near side boards. McNair one-on-one with Carabia. McNair behind the net. Leaves it there as he's looking for help from Tanner Fraze, who wins a puck battle and finds Jarrett Cup at the near side point. Centers to McNair. Pushes to Tanner Fraze. Gives it back door. They score! FX Girard ties the hockey game! What an opening period! Six goals combined between the two teams. We're back even at 3-3. Merciful heavens. Time of the goal, 19:36 into the first period. FX Girard has his 7th of the season. Crashing the net, maybe time for one more. Great stop by Kuhn on the breakaway from the driving Tommy Bessinger. Back behind the net, Pensacola will fling it up to the near side boards. 5 seconds to go in the period. Rolled toward Kuhn. He'll send it to the far side corner. And the horn blows to send us to the end of this wild first period. Pensacola at one point led 3-1. There were less than 10 minutes to go in the first. And the Marksmen have stormed back to tie it. Shots on goal in the first period for the Fayetteville Marksmen, 10. For the Pensacola Ice Flyers, 12. Folks, catch your breath during this commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages to put this period on reset for you. This is Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads,
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
At Carolina's Dentists and Spring Lake Oral Surgery, we believe in creating a positively different experience.
We are proud to serve Eastern North Carolina, including Fayetteville, Spring Lake, and Bradford.
We use the best in dental technique and technology to make Carolina's Dentist your one-stop shop for quality dental care and oral care.
Book your appointment today to come experience the Carolina's Dentist difference.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
We welcome you back inside the Crown Coliseum here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Hope you had the opportunity to catch your breath, as that was a first period to remember here on the third of four salute to service games for the Marksmen this season. Let's go ahead and put this one on recap for you as best we can. The scoring started quickly. The first shot of the game goes into the back of the net as Brian Moore collects a pass from Shane Bednard. Makes no mistake on the partial breakaway in. He has his 10th of the season. It comes just a minute and 4 seconds into the hockey game. And then, tying the game just 2 seconds after a penalty against the Marksmen expires, Brennan Blasick has his 13th of the season, 3:56 into the first period. We would get a little hiatus on the scoring as we had to wait till 8 minutes into the frame for Brandon Tucker to fling the puck ahead to Robert Blugers, who made no mistake on capitalizing on a shorthanded opportunity to make it 2-1 Pensacola. And then Douglas Elgstom on the power play lifts the backhander around Brent Moran. That made it 3-1. Pensacola scored 3 goals on 6 shots to open this hockey game. And then Don Oliveri on the power play, 5-on-3, collects on a one-time pass from Bednard. He blows it right by Sean Coonan. I thought we were going to go to the break with the Marksmen down 3-2, but what a play up ice by FX Girard to drive the net, and a good find by Matt McNair, who centers to him. And the Marksmen are able to tie the hockey game late, 3-3. Shots on goal through that period for the Pensacola Ice Flyers, 12, and for the Fayetteville Marksmen, 10. First time this season we have seen A combined 6 goals between two teams. The previous highest total had been 4. And wowza, this is turning into quite the score fest here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. We're going to step aside for this quick commercial break. Coming back from it, we'll tell you what happened in the standings last night as we've got, once again, a new number 1 in the SPHL standings. This is Marksman Hockey.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
All righty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Mikey?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
We welcome you back inside the Crown Coliseum. Drew Blevins with you. 3-3 the score between the Pensacola Ice Flyers and the Fayetteville Marksmen. And, man, I don't know if any of the other two games are going to be able to defeat the period that we just saw here in the All-American City. But I do want to talk about the full slate of action last night and how that tees up the action here on this fine Sunday afternoon. And, of course, the big story is the Knoxville Ice Bears were the number 1 team in the league for all of about, we'll call it 16 hours, as the Ice Bears had overtaken the Huntsville Havoc, who had an uncharacteristic loss to the Evansville Thunderbolts on Friday. Knoxville has to go to Quad City last night, and the Storm pull away late for a 5-2 win over Knoxville, a convincing win at home over the league's number 1 team. And Good news for Marksman fans is the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs were not able to overcome the Huntsville Havoc as they had done so recently, and they've had good luck against the Havoc so far this season, including a resounding 4-1 win on New Year's Eve over Huntsville. That means the Havoc go right back up to the league's top spot. But more importantly for the Marksmen, Roanoke now finds themselves down in the standings by a game and a half, which means the Marksmen can extend a 5-point lead over the Rail Yard Dogs before they play on Thursday and Friday. And that would mean that regardless of what happens in those two games, the Marksmen would still be ahead of the Rail Yard Dogs in the standings, and that's huge. Granted, after today's game, Roanoke will have one game in hand on Fayetteville, but it sets up meaningful contests next week, and I think that's going to be a theme that you're going to hear us talk about time and time again. And for those of you following along that are pulling for the Ice Flyers, I hope that you're in the same position, because this is where hockey gets fun. When you get into this final stretch of 20 and 25 games, and every single one has meaning. You've got even matchups. You've got chances to win and chances to control your own destiny. This is where the game really gets fun, and I hope your team is as blessed as the Marksmen are with opportunities to play meaningful games that have impactfulness in the standings. Going from the top all the way down to the bottom, Huntsville and Knoxville 1 and 2, separated by 1 point. Peoria has 3 games in hand at minimum on nearly everybody in the league. They've already got 20 wins. They have 44 standings points. Of course, those games in hand mean they're going to make a push for that top spot. Quad City sits in 4th, Fayetteville in 5th, just 2 points out of 4th and 3 points out of 3rd right now. Roanoke in 6th, the Pensacola Ice Flyers hovering right around that 500 mark, looking to catch fire. They have 34 points. Evansville has 32. Out of the playoff picture right now, but hanging tight. The Birmingham Bulls have 20 standings points as they need 2 more wins to get to 10 on the season. Macon at 14 standings points got a win last night over Birmingham, and Vermilion County with 9 standings points, most certainly on the outside looking into the playoff picture. Coming back to it one more time, Corey Melker talked about it during his pregame comments on Friday. It's not a 3-8 battle. It's a 1-9 battle for playoff spots right now, and it's going to be fun to see how this all shakes out as we go down the stretch through the rest of this season. Let's pause one more time. We'll take you around the league after these messages. This is Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Let's go for a quick spin around the Southern Professional Hockey League. Of course, right now, the only other game in action is in Quad City. They dropped the puck the same time we did here in Fayetteville. The Storm have a 1-0 lead on the Knoxville Ice Bears. Later on at 5 Eastern, Vermilion County will host Peoria. As everybody pulling for Vermilion County right now, as Peoria is a team that a lot of groups are trying to track down. The biggest story in sports of the day is it's NFL Championship Sunday, and in the AFC Championship game, a good start for Patrick Mahomes and company as the Kansas City Chiefs have a 14-3 lead on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. And later tonight, the San Francisco 49ers invade SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles to take on Sean McVay and his Los Angeles Rams. We'll have score updates for that game, Kansas City and Cincinnati, the second period intermission. We'll be right back after these messages with second period puck drop between Pensacola and Fayetteville. This is Marksman Hockey.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
Alrighty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Mikey?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Welcome back to the Crown Coliseum as both teams are back on the ice, and we're ready to start period number 2 here from the All-American City. 3-3 the score. You would think we were about to start period number 3. We are not. Second period about to begin here, as the crowd will roar with the final 15 or so seconds ticking off the clock. No carryover penalties or power plays. We're nearly set and ready for this middle frame of regulation. Pensacola's final trip to Fayetteville this season. McCloy will face off against Blugers. And away we go with period number 2. The Marksmen will win the draw and send it up the near side boards. Sent all the way around the kick plate as Brian Moore goes to chase it. This is intercepted by McCloy, who jumped right in front of his own teammate for the puck. Now brought back up ice by Blugers. It runs too far for him. Moore gives ahead for Taylor Best. Works in the far corner. Best braces for contact, has to sweep it around the kick plate. So the line is held here. Moore behind the net. Trying to track the puck, taken away from Enser. Score! A turnover out in front And Taylor McCloy will have his first of the evening, and the Marksmen lead 4-3. Seth Enser thought he had the puck clean. He didn't. McCloy turns around at the far side goal post, and Sean Kuhn could only watch. Goal comes just 36 seconds into this second period, and the Marksmen are up 4-3, maybe looking for more. Remmers headsmans as he was looking for Bessinger. This one is just out of his reach, and this will be icing against the Marksmen. The captain, Taylor McCloy, is the team leader in goals. That is his 14th of the season. And that's a goal that was much more about the play made before the shot than the actual shot itself. Oliveri takes down Blasick. This is going to be a tripping penalty, and Don Oliveri will go to the box. So very similar to what we saw yesterday. Penalties becoming a theme in this hockey game. And just 1 minute into the second period, Oliveri for tripping is going to put Pensacola on the man advantage. Marksmen have killed one penalty today. They gave up a power play goal in the first. A good start to the Freddies' penalty kill here, though. They'll send it the length of the ice and force Sean Kuhn to set it on a tee for Dylan Carabia. To the near side wing, that's Whelan Parrish. He'll find Brennan Blasick. Pushes out to the far side wing as McNair gets into his man, but the Marksmen unable to clear. Elgston gives to Carabia. The far side wing is Whelan Parrish, but this one was going to bounce out to center. Carabia has to regroup to Douglas Elgston. He's got a goal in this game. Give to Blasick. Far side wing, a wrist shot, they score. It's Matt Rupert from the far side face-off circle who picks the glove side corner on Moran, and it's 4-4. A pair of power play goals for Pensacola, proving critical as the onslaught of offense continues. This goal comes just 1 minute and 33 seconds into the second period. And for Rupert, it'll be his 5th of the season. The pace is not let up at all. Blasick and Parrish will get the assists on the Rupert goal, and now it's Bednard. Backhands, so he was looking for help from Bessinger, but taken down the far side wing. Now a chance, Marcus Russell centers, but it goes just wide of the intended recipient. Marksmen have it on the near side boards. Bessinger will turn it back to the point. This is Jarrett Cupp. Looks up ice for Bessinger, who will kick it ahead. Bednard going to chase. Bednard now, backhands to the far side face-off circle. FX Girard, fans on the one-timer. Malik Johnson all over him. Good play by the Marksmen to keep control, but only for a moment. Now a chance the other way. Oliveri cuts off the puck. Was able to prevent the 2-on-1. Hanging on to it here, Tommy Bessinger, off-angle shot off the outside of the net. Oliveri now sweeps it off of Kuhn. The rebound of the near side goalpost. Delayed penalty upcoming. It's going to be a hooking call, and it's going to go against Pensacola. Seth Enser is going to be the guilty party here. And this penalty comes just 2:45 into the second period. Hooking the call, and the Marksmen go right back to the St. Peter Pest Control power play. St. Peter Pest Control provides year-round pest control solutions. Send all your bugs to see St. Peter. So the Marksmen will start things off on the power play behind the net as Alex Reynaud is hog-tied by Preston Kugler. The far side boards. A good hold by Fayetteville. Oliveri has it at the near circle, probing for a lane. He'll drop it. Best pulls the trigger, misses just wide of the near post. He nearly made it 5-4. Up to the point, Oliveri now. Backhands to Bednard, has it at the near circle. Dropped, he was looking for Best. It goes off a stick on the way through and bounces out to center. 2 new penalty killers coming on for Pensacola. So one is very late arriving, and that's Blasick, the captain, coming in the 11th hour. This puck is on the end wall and is cleared free by Pensacola up the near side boards and all the way down the length of the ice. Moran will drop behind the net. Bednard wants to leave it there. He will. Looking up ice was Drake Glover for a moment. He'll drop for Jarrett Cupp, who saunters ahead. Finds Glover at the far side wing. Glover turns at the far hash marks and will backhand. Fed to the near side wing for Zach Remmers. He'll play it behind the net looking for McCloy. Pensacola got to it, can't clear it around Cupp. Makes a diving play to backhand to Brian Moore, who fed it to the near side blue line. But it goes back out to center, and Remmers will have to settle to dump it back in. His clearing attempt sent right back to the blue line. Remmers holds the line and the puck. Remmers, near side corner. Feeds to the near point for Jarrett Cupp. Walks to the middle between the face-off circles. Gives a pass out to Brian Moore, who's right back for Cupp. Slides to Remmers, top of the near circle. His shot stopped by Kuhn. The rebound backhanded toward the net. Off the body and just wide. Blasick gets to it. He clears all the way around the near side boards. It's out. 5 seconds to go on the Marksman power play. And a bullet dodged by Pensacola. Puck is settled in back of Brent Moran. Pushed to the near side wing for Zach Hoffman. Gives it up ice as McNair will dump it in around of Moore. McNair is the first in as he bangs bodies with a much larger Dylan Carabia. McNair won the puck battle. Now Carabia has him pinned as 2-by-2 they battle in the near side corner. 5 minutes gone by here in the second period. 4-4 the score between the Marksmen and the Ice Flyers. To the blue line, Hoffman holds the line, flings it toward the net off of Pensacola's stick. As Carabia pitchforks it ahead, this is going to be icing as Hoffman is the first back. 14:35 to go in the second period. Another pair of goals keeps us tied at 4.
Hey you, are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Four here in Fayetteville. We haven't even reached the halfway point of the hockey game. As 2 goals scored less than 100 seconds into this period. And you'll obviously see one more. Somebody's got to win. Slight delay to get one of the parachute men back into the crowd as it had fallen just onto the playing surface. Good job by the linesman, Dylan Lewis, to give it back to a fan. Here's a rolling puck right in front of Kuhn that is swept up by Carabia. He'll backhand this one to center. Crafty play by Oliveri to grab it and play it back down to his stick. Now the Marksman may have numbers. Bednard drops to the trailer. Oliveri between his legs on the backhand, and Kuhn cut it down. Don Oliveri nearly had his second of the night, and he had a beauty of a game winner yesterday. Far side boards, Preston Kugler gives to Malik Johnson. He'll drop for Sam Halesi. His shot off the far side leg pad of Moran and picked up by Bednard. 4-on-2 for the Marksmen if they hurry. The open man is Bessinger, but he's offside. That'll halt play with 13:53 to go in this second period. So the face-off will be right in front of the Marksman bench. 13:53 to go in the second period. 4-4 the score remains. It's a face-off won by the Marksmen. Harrison Harper will dump it in down the near side boards. This will roll to the kick plate Far side corner, bounced up to the far point. Line held by the Marksmen only momentarily. Pensacola will fling this one beyond the center red line. Taken by Drake Glover for the Marksmen. He's going to backhand to his defensive core. Harrison Harper picks up the puck. He'll turn it back for Jarrett Cupp, who headmans to Glover. Dumped in off the toe of his stick, but this is going to go way up in the air, high off the protective netting and out of play. Drake Glover was somebody that Corey Melkert was highly complimentary of and said in a game Friday that was a 3-0 shutout win, he may have been the lone bright spot besides Brent Moran. I thought that was one of those things where Glover is a guy who isn't necessarily in your top 6 night in, night out. Been buried in the lineup and, of course, spent an extended amount of time at the beginning of the year on injured reserve with an upper body concern. Comes back, scores in his first game back, and went cold for a little while through December, but January has been his month. He scored in 5 of the last 7 games. Hard shoulder delivered by Oliveri as he dropped his man. Slow to get up is Seth Enser, who's a big boy. Enser hustling back to the bench. As Pensacola has it in their own zone. Whelan Parrish to the far side wing as Vlasic will dump it in. Moran out of his net to play the puck. Whelan Parrish got back there in a hurry and stopped the clearing attempt. Parrish may have a hold of somebody's stick. It was Harper. Everybody skates away, no penalty. This is McCloy. Leaves it in space for a shot on by Moore. Just rolled into the clutches of Kuhn, who's going to opt to play it behind the net. Preston Kugler works up the far side boards. He'll dump it in on goal. Moran catches and will look up. Decides not to play it out and will hold for a whistle with 12:30 to go in the second period. Brent Moran, very nice junior career, primarily spent in the OHL, splitting time between Niagara, Flint, and North Bay. Had teammates such as Brandon Perlini, Vince Dunn, and Connor Verhage. I think that's one of the most interesting things when you talk to some of these guys who played major juniors is how they talk about those guys that are now playing top-level hockey in the NHL and the little habits that they have. A takedown at the top of the far face-off circle. This is going to give a power play to Pensacola. The Marksmen are going to go a man down. A wandering stick, and this is going to be Taylor Best to take a seat for tripping. 12:18 to go in the second period. And already in this hockey game, 8 penalties called, and getting into that area where we could be looking at double digits for the second straight game. Pensacola scored twice on the man advantage in this hockey game, and a goal here would give them the lead. Dalton Young in his own zone. Wraps it off the end wall for Marcus Russell. Matt McNair doing yeoman's work on the kill here as he's chasing everybody. He's going to force a turnover with 3 ice flyers in their own zone. How much fun was that? And a clear back by the Marksmen. This is going to waste 30 seconds. There's not a statistic for that for individual time killed in a team game, but Matt McNair would have 30 seconds to his resume if that were a stat. This one's cleared out to the red line. Bednard's got a beat on it. He's got McCloy driving the net. Instead, he'll drop for Oliveri. Pulls the trigger. He hit the near side post. Oliveri has been all over a potential second goal and has been robbed twice. Kuhn will settle things down behind the Pensacola net. Marcus Russell will be the one to skate it ahead. Sends to the far wing, that's Parrish. Hard hit late on Fraze, knocks the puck free. Russell has it, the near face-off circle, gives to the point. Carabia sets up a one-timer from Rupert, hammered it. Moran got in the way. Whelan Parrish now has it along the goal line near sideboard. Skates to the bottom of the near circle, lost the puck in the process. The Marksmen will slap at the length of the rink. Change is coming for both special teams unit. 30 seconds remaining in the power play for Pensacola. Matt Rupert has a goal and an assist in this game. Plays soccer with it to Whelan Parrish. Sets up Carabia. Thought about his shot and now will settle. Carabia between the circles. To Matt Rupert. He'll call for it right back. Carabia swings to Whelan Parrish, top of the near circle. Gives to Rupert at the far dot. Intercepted and cleared by Drake Glover. And that shot down the length of the rink will do it. So the Marksmen are back to full strength. Glover with great pressure here on Carabia. Blasick has to come back and grab the puck. He headmans to Elgstom, who's got a step. Harper cuts him off on a good defensive play. Harrison Harper with a backhand pass to the far boards. It's now centered to FX Girard as he comes through neutral ice. Girard to the far wing, sets up more, a one-timer, just wide. Good chances. That was Alex Reynaud to pull the trigger, begging your pardon. This one's lifted on DeCoon. He'll catch and hold. 9:52 to go in the second period. Good one brewing in Fayetteville, 4-4 the score.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
$9:52 to go in the second period here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. It's been a while since we've seen 8 scored in this building. I believe you've got to go back to the beginning of the month for a 6-3 final. It's the last time we've seen that in a Marksman game this year. And prior to that, it was in Birmingham, an 8-5 final in what was the highest scoring game in the SPHL this season until Pensacola obliterated that record with a 13-4 win over Macon last Saturday night. And that was thunderous. Ice Flyers are going to have to touch up and get onside. Jarrett Cupp settles the puck for the Marksmen. Hits Bednard, who will send it ahead to Remmers, overtaken by Seth Enser. Enser centers as he was looking for Sam Halessi. Halessi winds and fires, blocked on the way through as his bid never left the ice. Enser gets back to it. Will fling to the far side boards looking for Blugers. The Marksman will hop in front of him as Cupp will backhand to Zach Remmers. All the way up the ice as he was looking for Bessinger, but it rolls off of his stick, and Bessinger will have to go chase as Enser will send it to Sam Halessi up the near side boards. Halessi is going to take it himself, looking for a lane. He fires into the gut of Moran, no rebound. 8:56 to go here in the second period. And the face-off will come to the blocker's side of Moran. Both teams just sauntering back to the circle. And now we're going to get a conference. Not sure what the conversation's about here. This is just between the referee, it's Jacob Linnaeus, and his linesman, Dylan Lewis. Brian Moore has wandered over here. And I'm not sure what is the issue here. Jacob Linnaeus is at the scorer's table. And Don Oliveri has gone over to the official semicircle, along with Ivan Bondarenko. And Preston Kugler has just been thrown out of this hockey game. From the Pensacola bench. I'm not sure what got said. And I don't think Rod Aldoff knows either. He's going to get the explanation now as Kugler got up and promptly headed down the tunnel. I don't want to speculate, but 99 times out of 100, when a player gets ejected from the bench, it's for something they said. And I can't venture to tell you what it was, but it was the right buzzword or combination of buzzwords, and he's gone. Corey Melkert gets a much shorter explanation here. And now Jacob Linnaeus has to go right back to the scorer's table. 8:56 to go in this second period. Ice Flyers 4, Marksmen 4. We'll see if our public address announcer, Ray St. Peter, will announce this. If in fact there is a penalty, it is of a misconduct variety, and we're going to stay 5-on-5. Whatever the explanation is, we're good to go. So the Marksmen win the draw. Brought ahead by Taylor Best. They'll send it to the far side corner boards, and unfortunately I was unable to hear what Ray St. Peter, the public address announcer, said. But we are 5-on-5, and both teams, one by choice and one by force, stuck in a position where they only have 5 defensemen at their disposal. Here's Best. He shoots. This one rolls just wide of Kuhn as it pinballed off Carabia. Good poke play made the far side boards by Russell. He's got Elgstom going with him. Behind the net, Elgstom centers, looking for Russell. Taken away. It's McCloy, unable to get the puck out. Held here by Pensacola's Douglas Elgstom. He'll wrap behind the net, gives to Russell, pulls the trigger. Moran fights it off, and a good play by McCloy to knock it back under the glove of his netminder. It's a strong save by Moran on a character in Marcus Russell who's just been really, really good. And as a rookie, no less. I mean, Russell is tied for 5th in the league in assists. Just has a knack for finding hockey players on his team. And Pensacola, as we've told you, has the penchant for scoring. It's been on display tonight. Enser sends a pass off the end wall behind the net. He was looking for Whelan Parrish. Line has to be held at the far side point to Parrish in the far corner. Parrish centers. Rupert, backdoor pass, sniffed out by Hoffman and cleared to the safety of the end wall. Now McNair. Hog ties his man. A takedown will keep going. Up to the far side point. Tucker will give it back for Rupert, who tried to turn it right back to Tucker, but missed him. And this is a free clear for the Marksmen. Ice Flyers have it at the center ice face-off circle. Vlasic dumps it in off the glove of Moran and out of play with 7:11 to go in the second period. Face-off is going to stay in the Marksman zone. And this is where Corey Melkert will be driven crazy. As the second period hasn't always been the friend of the Fayetteville Marksmen. Told me on yesterday, that Friday's second period against Macon was one of the worst he'd seen all season. And what he called it, I thought, was rather artful. He said it was meaningless hockey. And I think he's absolutely right. It was just a matter of going through the motions. And this is not a game against a Pensacola team that you can just go through the motions and hope for success. Remmers plays it forward, right on net to Kuhn, who will be forced to cover this puck with 6:50 to go in the second period. Seems strange. Haven't talked about a goal since 1:33 into this period. Longest stretch we've gone without seeing a goal scored in this hockey game. Face-off will be to the glove side of Sean Kuhn. 1 by Pensacola. Ivan Bondarenko will be the one to get to it. Bondarenko looking up ice. He'll find Malik Johnson, who skates it ahead. Give to Elgston. He'll chip in below the goal line. Harper the first there for the Marksmen. Right back up the near side boards. Around of Mark Wilson. As Harper has to go back and grab it. Backhands to the far side boards. Remmers leaves it ahead. Bednard carries the puck into attacking ice on his backhand, looking for Remmers, taken away. 2-on-2 for Pensacola. This is Russell, who has Johnson going with him. Marcus Russell squares and fires, misses off the outside of the net. Line held, dumped in by Ivan Bondarenko. The far side boards. A pass given up to the far point, intended for Carabia, but takes an awkward bounce off a Marksman's stick, split the defense, and Pensacola will have to go all the way back into their own end to retrieve. Carabia collects from Bondarenko. He'll headman to Matt Rupert, who's had a good game so far. Blasick offside. Fumbled with it at the blue line. And Pensacola's offside. So the face-off will go right in front of the Pensacola bench. 5:39 to go in the second period. 4-4, the Ice Flyers and the Marksmen all knotted up. And the Marksmen will win this draw. Pushed up ice by Oliveri. So Glover will take it. Feeds Reynaud on his backhand. Shovels one toward the net. Blocked by the last defenseman back. Solid play made on the back check there by Whelan Parrish. Behind the net, Seth Enser will get to it. Enser turns it over. Could be a chance for the Marksman. Reaching for it, Glover. Reynaud tried to give it to the back door to Glover, but he missed him. Behind the net now, McCloy. Knocked off the puck initially by Enser. It's brought up ice. Marksman will hustle to the near red line. A good play made by Blasick as he survived a check from Hoffman, who's had a couple of big hits in this game. Headman look for the Marksman. Tommy Bessinger ducks in, gives to Moore. He's got a lane, he shoots! Where's the puck? It's out of play. No whistle, and Kuhn just backed up into the net, prayerfully hoping it wasn't behind him. 4:46 to go in the second period. 4-4 the score remains.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and
We welcome you back to Fayetteville as off the draw, Jarrett Cupp fires it right into the clutches of Sean Kuhn, who will hang on. Kuhn, along with Moran, battling through this game as goaltenders, and I wouldn't say we've necessarily seen a bad goal given up yet. Both defenses have suffered a couple of lapses, and the offenses have been on point. Here's Bessinger driving on Carabia, who will take the puck away from him. Backhanded off the near side glass and to the red line. Tied up in the skates of Harrison Harper. Chips ahead for Tommy Bessinger. Bessinger trying to go to work, but he's upended, and this puck will be skated back up ice by Ivan Bondarenko. He'll backhand to Russell. Centers, looking for a shooting lane as Halesi as Harper finishes Russell hard into the near side boards. Backhanded behind Moran. Marksmen have it in the form of Brian Moore in their own zone. To shade under 4 minutes to go here in the second period. Moore may try to do it himself. Split the defense, lost the puck. Best sends it to the near side corner, the Marksman attacking zone. And behind the net, McNair will take over. Circles to the far side, face-off circle, intercepted, and a chance the other way. Good speed, Malik Johnson, hauled down. He crashes into Moran. And now we've got to keep an eye on Brent Moran. Are we going to see a penalty shot here? That looks like it's the signal. But the concern now is for Brent Moran, who watched Malik Johnson fall right into his lap. Moran is up, pushing snow out of his goal crease. Fans will applaud that. But this is going to be a penalty shot taken by Malik Johnson. And a chance for Pensacola to take the lead. Just the third penalty shot in the SPHL this season. Johnson saunters right up center between the hash marks, pulls the trigger. Moran says no with the blocker. So Brent Moran stands tall. With 3:28 to go in this second period. I don't know when the last time we had a penalty shot in the Marksman game was. I can tell you we've not had one this season. And now the Marksmen force a turnover in their attacking zone. Here's a drive from the far side face-off circle. Knocked away by Kuhn, with FX Girard probing for his second of the afternoon. 3 minutes to go in this second period. Malik Johnson, a crafty play off the far side glass. He may have space again. Drives from the near wing. His backhander well wide of the net this time. As Moran is calling for a whistle as the net has been dislodged. He'll get one. Moran thought he was going to get a whistle initially. He didn't. And there was an issue with one of the peg holes the other end last night. Doesn't look like the ice crew is going to have much work to do on this one, as everybody seems to be satisfied with the net in place. And we'll double check the other one just to make sure. Moran watching along closely. He's satisfied with the snugness of the net. So we're ready to keep going with 2:54 to go in this middle frame of regulation. After we saw 6 combined goals in the first, second period only produces 2. Still time for one more. Remmers will give to Bednard. He may have a lane. Bednard has to turn away, lost the puck, and now a chance. Sam Halesi's to the races. Cup gets back on him. Backhander. Moran says no as he got a piece of it with a glove side arm. Bednard rushes right back up the ice. He'll dump it in with Zach Remmers going to chase along with Bessinger. Bessinger fired it toward the net off the body of Sam Halesi. And the Marksmen are right back ahead of the attacking blue line, but not before turning it over to Whelan Parrish. Gives it up ice to Halesi, and he'll dump it in. First man back is Oliveri. He'll find Taylor McCloy. They'll push to the far side wing, and the Marksmen look to dump it in. Carabia will take it for Pensacola into the far side corner. His pass intercepted by Remmers. Looking to pull the trigger. He cannot as Remmers is taken down, but good puck support in the form of Tommy Bessinger. Bessinger spins the puck into space, intercepted. 3-on-3 as Pensacola's into attacking ice. They'll opt for a line change. Hard hit delivered by Jarrett Cupp as he flipped Elgston. Now a centering pass is pushed up to the point. Swept to Enser at the near side circle. His slapper blocked by Best. Best trying to clear. What a great job by Pensacola to hold the line and prevent an odd man rush from going the other way. To the final 90 seconds of this period. Ice Flyers will take it up the far boards. A cross ice pass to Marcus Russell as he's dropped by Oliveri. McCloy now carrying the puck ahead of the attacking blue line. He's met stick to stick. And Elgston gets pinned to the near side half wall. Puck pulled free by Seth Enser. He'll poke it back, and Pensacola will try the other wing. Dumped in off the stick of Matt Rupert. Moran will leave this one on a tee as the Marksmen will peer ahead of their own net. McCloy backhands up ice as here comes Taylor Best. He's got Brian Moore going with him. Best will drop for Moore there. He shoots off the backside of Enser, who will register a shot block. Now Malik Johnson has it for Pensacola. Cross ice dump in as Cup gets to it. Knocked off the puck as McNair is squished on the far side boards by Johnson. Behind the net, Johnson calls for it. The pass misses behind him. Out she goes with 25 seconds remaining in the period. Pensacola will track it down. Behind his own net is Ivan Bondarenko. He'll start things up with a pass to the far defenseman, who's Karabia. He dumps it into the far side corner. Jarrett Cup onto it for the Marksmen. Left it in space, intercepted by Halesi. Stepping in to hold the line, Karabia has the puck tied up in his skates. 3 seconds to go in the period. The puck will be melted on the far side wall, and that is where the period comes to a close. 2 goals in the first 100 seconds, and none since. Shots on goal through the second period for the Fayetteville Marksmen, 9, and a game total of 19 for the Pensacola Ice Flyers, 7, and a game total of 19. Good one brewing here with 20 minutes to go in regulation. We'll be right back with our second period intermission report. This is Marksman Hockey.
Freddy's, how are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Hey, it's Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with answer mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up, they spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
At Carolina's Dentists and Spring Lake Oral Surgery, we believe in creating a positively different experience.
We are proud to serve Eastern North Carolina, including Fayetteville, Spring Lake, and Rateford.
We use the best in dental technique and technology to make Carolina's Dentist your one-stop shop for quality dental care and oral care.
Book your appointment today to come experience the Carolina's Dentist difference.
We welcome you back inside the broadcast booth of the Crown Coliseum in Fayetteville, North Carolina. The Pensacola Ice Flyers and the Fayetteville Marksmen treating us to a wonderful hockey game here on a Sunday afternoon. 4-4 the score through 40 minutes of play. Shots on goal are dead even at 19 apiece. And this has been a whirlwind of offense that in the second period finally saw some goaltending and defense make a little bit of progress. Taylor McCloy gave the Marksmen their second lead of the hockey game at 4-3, just 36 seconds into the second period, forcing a turnover behind the net as Seth Enser gave the puck away. McCloy's 14th of the season comes unassisted. And 57 seconds later, the Marksmen take a penalty, and Matt Rupert grabs the puck at the far side face-off circle on a feed from Brennan Blasick. He makes no mistake finishing around of Brent Moran. That tied the hockey game, and since then, a couple of penalties of note, and one that I am waiting for the official score to load for me to tell you about is whatever happened to Preston Kugler at the bench, where he went screaming down the tunnel, and what I believe is an ejection, and that is exactly what it is. What is being called a 10-minute game misconduct, subsequent ejection for obscene language given to Preston Kugler. That came 11:04 into the period, and there is no demarcation for an ejection. And since that penalty came with less than 10 minutes to go in the frame, theoretically Kugler could come back into the hockey game. As one of the shortcomings of the scoring system is there's no demarcation for an ejection, and I'll see if I can get any clarification on that during our next commercial break. As it stands right now, an outstandingly entertaining hockey game, lots of offense in front of a good crowd to kick off the SPHL action on this fine Sunday afternoon. Folks, we'll step aside for a quick commercial break. Coming back from it, we'll answer some of your questions from up here in the broadcast booth. This is Marksman Hockey.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
At Carolina's Dentists and Spring Lake Oral Surgery, we believe in creating a positively different experience.
We are proud to serve Eastern North Carolina, including Fayetteville, Spring Lake, and Radford.
We use the best in dental technique and technology to make Carolina's Dentist your one-stop shop for quality dental care and oral care.
Book your appointment today to come experience the Carolina's Dentist difference.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Welcome back inside the broadcast booth of the Crown Coliseum. Drew Blevins alongside you. Time for our Ask the Voice segment, where we venture to answer a couple of your questions from up here in the broadcast booth. If you want to have one of your questions answered on a future edition of Ask the Voice, all you have to do is email me at dblevins, that's DBLEVINS, at marksmanhockey.com, with your name, where you're listening from, and a good question about hockey or the Fayetteville Marksmen. Had to dig back into my archives for this, because this has been a question that a handful of you have asked, and I think it's worth bringing up again. This one comes from Joe in Rocky Mount, and Joe wants to know what constitutes a penalty shot to be called. And it's perfect because we just saw one. I believe I misspoke in the play-by-play. That's the fourth penalty shot in the SPHL this season. Only one goal has been scored, so goaltenders are winning the battle 3-1 to this point. And I don't know how many more we're going to see this year. But the criterion for a penalty shot are as follows. The first thing you have to do is have a clear, unobstructed chance that is taken away by an illegality. So you have the trip by McNair there. He slides in. Undoubtedly, Malik Johnson was in on a clean try. He would have had a breakaway. He would have gotten a shot on goal. So we've met criterion number one. The second criterion is the player must be coming from down the middle. He can't sweep in from the side and curl from the bottom of the face-off circle and get his legs taken out from him that way. And that's the judgment call of that. That's why I thought there was a slim chance you wouldn't see a penalty shot, because Malik Johnson did have his skates ever so slightly inside the face-off circle on the far side of the ice in the Pensacola attacking zone. He wasn't between the hash marks, which is normally what a lot of young officials are told. If you've got a guy coming in on a breakaway between the hash marks and he gets chopped down, that's when you're having a penalty shot. But those are the two major things you have to look at. Guaranteed shot on goal, clear unabated chance, and coming from right down the middle. That's the judgment part of that call. Malik Johnson, in the eyes of Jacob Linnaeus, meets both of those criteria. Penalty shot is awarded. Brent Moran makes the save. So great question from Joe. Our other question comes from Otto, and Otto is listening from way over in Lumberton, North Carolina. And Otto has a fantastic question for us. Otto wants to know, do you know of any Fayetteville Marksmen players that wear their number for a special reason? And Otto, you caught me off guard with that question. I didn't have an opportunity to talk to a lot of guys, but I do know that, quite frankly, some are just forced into a number because it's what's available. The Marksmen are one of the teams that do their numbers the old school way, where you order 1, 30, and 35 for goaltenders. They pick from those jersey numbers. And then for rostered players, you get 2 through 23, and that's it. And in some cases, guys are able to fit in numbers that they've worn all their lives. And for others, in the case of Tommy Bessinger especially, he was wearing 63 in Huntsville, and he'll wear 8 tonight. So sometimes it's just as simple as you're forced into a number and you're forced into what's available. And at other times you get to pick is you get to wear a lucky number or whatnot. But, Otto, I'll make you a deal, buddy. I will go and I will try to do a little bit more research on why players wear certain jersey numbers, and hopefully we'll be able to circle back to this question the next time the Marksmen are at home against Roanoke on February 11th and 12th. So thank you so much to Joe, and thank you to Otto for their questions. If you want to have one of your questions answered on a future edition of Ask the Voice, all you have to do is email me at dblevins, that's DBLEVINS, with your name, where you're listening from, a good question about hockey or the Marksmen. We'll take you around the world of sports, check in on the NFL and the other SPHL game in action right after this.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Welcome back to Fayetteville for the final time during our second period intermission report. Let's go for a quick spin around the SPHL. We'll start things off in Quad City, where things have gone south for the Storm. They're ending the second period from Taxslayer Center. Knoxville has ballooned out to a 3-1 lead over Quad City, and a chance for the Ice Bears to retake the top slot in the SPHL. And dropping the puck in about 5 minutes, the Vermilion County Bobcats hosting the Peoria Rivermen. In the middle of the third quarter of the AFC Championship game, the Kansas City Chiefs leading the Cincinnati Bengals 21-10, but Joe Burrow has the football approaching midfield, looking to bring the game back within one score. Teams taking the ice here in Fayetteville. Third period puck drop is next.
Mikey?
Carolina's Dentists offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
4-4 through 40 minutes. somebody will score again. And whether it comes in the third period of regulation, overtime, or a shootout, I can't tell you. That's the fun part. So we all get to follow along and watch this third period together of a fantastic hockey game between the Fayetteville Marksmen and the Pensacola Ice Flyers. Of the 8 goals scored in the game, we've had 8 different goal scorers. The crowd will rise to their feet here in the All-American City. Horn is sounded, and we are ready for the final 20 of regulation. Preston Kugler's misconduct is a game, so he'll be gone. And that means Pensacola will finish this hockey game with 15 players as Brian Moore dances into attacking ice. Centers to Cup, who fires. Kuhn seals and makes the save. Blasek turns the puck over on the clearing attempt. To the far side half wall, Taylor Best will go to chase the puck that's rimmed around to the near side. Hoffman watches this one go up and out of play as he was met stick to stick by Brennan Blasek. Face-off will be out in neutral ice just in front of the Pensacola penalty box. 19:30 to go in the third period. The Marksmen have just inched ahead in shots on goal, 20-19. Arguably one of the most even matchups we've seen all season long. Last night was a dandy, and this one, the exact same. Here's Carabia. Touches to Marcus Russell, called for it back, but it's intercepted. Moore has McCloy driving to the net. He shoots! And the puck gets tied up in the defenseman, who slid to the end wall. Marksmen hold the line. The far side half wall, Brian Moore saucers across. He was looking for Jarrett Cup. This is taken away by Marcus Russell. Gives to the furthest man up ice. A chance for Carabia on the backhand. And Moran got a piece of it with the blocker. Good chances for both sides here early. Maybe one more for the Marksmen. But getting back and shielding is Malik Johnson. Johnson will dump it into the near side corner as Moore takes it from him. Up the far side, Dasher. Here come the Marksmen. Driving is Zach Remmers. Had the puck taken off of his stick and moved up by Brandon Tucker. Entering the attacking zone is Matt Rupert at the near side boards. Backhands to Robert Blugers, who gave up to the point. Now Rupert has it. The near side boards. A centering pass is handled by Tucker. Has to turn it to the near side point. Probing and looking for a lane. Brandon Tucker just has to dump it off the back boards. Wrap chance. Moran seals himself to the near side goalpost, keeping the puck out. Now Robert Blugers turns it over to Don Oliveri. He'll clear to Taylor McCloy with a cross-ice pass to Remmers. Zach Remmers has Bednard going with him. Bednard turns the puck over. This is a 2-on-1 for Pensacola. Rupert has the puck, pulls the trigger. Moran got a piece up with the glove. The rebound out in front. Enser is going to pull away. As if he hadn't, it would have been a 2-on-1 for the Marksmen. As it stands, 2-on-2. Long shot into the glove of Kuhn, who will hang on. Hasn't been the cleanest of performances for Brent Moran this afternoon, but big on the last sequence. Face-off will be in the Marksmen attacking zone to the far side circle. Fayetteville, with a win this afternoon, would tie their season-long win streak at 4 games. Malik Johnson wanted to change with Douglas Elgston. He'll not be allowed. Rod Aldoff looks on. He'll explain. Malik Johnson's going to come to the bench first chance he gets, it looks like. Puck is taken by Blasek. He's pressured by Drake Glover, has to turn behind the net for Dylan Carabia. Carabia will skate up ice and finds Malik Johnson on the far side boards. Johnson survives contact, dumping the puck well below the goal line. Blasek reaching out after the puck, has it knocked away from him on a good play by Matt McNair, who has been a pesky little defender here this afternoon. Hanging on to it and dumping it in is Tanner Fraze, but just ahead was Drake Glover. This is offside with 3 minutes gone by here in this third period. 4-4 the score. The Marksmen trailed 3-1 in the first period. They scored 3 unanswered and then gave up their second power play goal of the afternoon just a minute and 33 seconds into the second period. Combined 6 goals in the opening frame. In the first 22 minutes, we saw 8 goals between the two teams. In the 22 minutes since, nothing. Could be a chance for the Marksmen here, though. McCloy centers for FX Girard. Played behind the net for McCloy, who looked back to the slot, but the passing lane was taken away by the goal paddle of Sean Kuhn. Behind the net is FX Girard. Stick handling at the far face-off circle. Rotates to the point. Now to the near side, shielding the puck on his backhand. Girard shovels his shot from the goal line off the paddle of Kuhn, but the Marksmen get the rebound. McCloy throws it to the far corner, looking for Girard. He's overtaken by 2 Pensacola players, and now Blasek down the far side wing. What a back check by McCloy. Prevented an offensive opportunity there for the Ice Flyers, as the Marksmen will look to break it out. Carried up ice by Taylor Best. Avoids a body check and finds Reynaud and gets it right back from him. Best with a little head fake. Curls in front. He's hauled down right at the near goal post. Penalty upcoming. It'll go against Pensacola, and the Marksmen will go to the St. Peter Pest Control power play 4 minutes into this third period. Brandon Tucker is the guilty party, holding the infraction. And the Marksmen will go to the St. Peter Pest Control power play, where they are 1 for 5 this afternoon. Power plays have been important for both sides in this weekend series, and a good start to the kill for Pensacola. Oliveri, hound-dogged by Blugers, is able to escape the pressure. Pass to the near side wing is to Tanner Fraze. He shoots from the top of the near circle. Kuhn watches into his chest and doesn't give a second opportunity. Talked a lot about Brent Moran. How about Sean Kuhn locking in? And that hasn't been easy, as he gave up 2 goals on 3 shots at the end of the first period, and overall 3 on 5. And that's tough to come back from mentally, but both goaltenders have zeroed in here. 2 by 2, and now 3 by 3. They battle for the puck at the far side hash marks. It'll be taken by Alex Reynaud. Backhands to the near side blue line for Taylor Best. Centers to Oliveri, who will push to the far boards looking for Bednard. Missed him too far. Now Best has to hold the line at the near side point. Centers to Fraze, who turns to Oliveri. A one-touch pass for Bednard at the top of the far face-off circle. He'll fling it across the ice for Best, who has it at the near wing. Giving it off for Tanner Fraze, who will feed to Oliveri. He shoots through traffic, off of Kuhn and just wide. Carabia unable to clear around Bednard, who had his skates pinned to the far side kick plate. Now Reynaud will feed Bednard with 54 seconds to go in the power play. Bednard walking at the far circle. Passes below the goal line to Reynaud. He centers. A pinballing puck will be taken by the Marksman in the far corner. This is Bednard again. Turns it up to the point for Oliveri. Walks along the blue line before backhanding to the far side circle. This is Bednard again. Sets up Oliveri. Looking for a lane. Oliveri will pull the puck away from pressure, and Rupert sends it to the near side boards. That's Best. He gives to Reynaud, who fires a shot that ends up off the end wall. Tanner Fraze picks up the rebound. Finds Oliveri between the circles. His slap shot splits the stick of Rupert and goes back out to center. New PK unit is on. Best drives the puck into the near side corner. Gives a cross-ice pass for Bednard with 10 to go on the power play. The return fire to Best misses him, and the Marksmen have to retreat all the way into their own end to grab this puck. Taken by Jarrett Cupp, as he'll turn behind of Moran as the penalty expires. 13:50 to go in this third period. A look up ice. McCloy had it for a moment, entered the attacking zone, but went no further. This will be carried ahead by Brandon Tucker, fresh from the penalty box. Loses the puck at his attacking blue line. Blasek recovers on it. They battle for it at center ice. Brian Moore peels away with the puck for the Marksmen. Jockeying for position, gets around one man, sandwiches Whelan Parrish against the boards. Moore is going to come away from this pile with the puck. Sends a pass to the point of the far side. A slapper from Hoffman is blocked on the way through by Malik Johnson, who finishes Hoffman practically into his own bench. Up the near side boards, McCloy for the Marksmen will dump it behind the cage. Kuhn shoots it to the far side half wall. Line held by Zach Hoffman there. Sweeps along the blue line to Cup, who will center to McCloy. Pushes to the near wing for Brian Moore. A puck on edge is rolled along the far side kick plate. Hits the broken stick, and the Marksmen hold the line once. Puck is scooped up by Elgston. Touches into the middle as Carabia comes away with it. He's into attacking space. Shoots off the stick of Cup. It bounces into the clutches of Moran, and he's going to melt it. 12:42 to go in the third period. The Marksmen of the Ice Flyers still remain tied at 4.
Freddy's, how are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
12:42 to go in the third period of this hockey game between the Fayetteville Marksmen and the Pensacola Ice Flyers. In the first 22 minutes of the hockey game, both teams combined for 8 goals, 4 aside. We've played 30 minutes since. Nothing. But you get the feeling as you go down the stretch in this game, the next goal could very well be the one to win it. And this has been a game of answers that seemed like. This one is chipped clean out of play. And knowing he committed a crime, Blugers will head to the box. Tried to send it off the high glass and out. But here, 7:32 into the third period, Blugers will have a seat for delay of game.
I just want to thank you for your service. Your service is what allows all of us.
The Marksmen go back to the St. Peter Pest Control power play.
Go Marksmen and enjoy the game.
Marksmen are 1 for 6 on the man advantage here this afternoon. And another chance has fallen into their lap here. Oliveri winds and fires a slapper off the outside of the net. The rebound catches the skirting of it. Alex Reynaud bullies his way into open space. Finds Best to the near side boards to Oliveri, who will push across for Bednard. Bednard will get some help recovering on the puck with Tanner Frey. Sets up Oliveri for a one-timer off the skate of Blasick. And Pensacola will clear to the near side boards. Pressure here from Brennan Blasick. Oliveri with help in the form of Taylor Best there to hold the puck. Best works up the near side boards. Has a man driving, that's Fraze. This pass hops over the stick of Alex Reynaud. He's got it in front, bats it out of midair, over top the net, and out of play. And if this was clean, it's going to go right back out to neutral ice. And it was. Sean Kuhn was all over it as he started shaking his glove hand right back out to center ice. So the face-off will be right in front of the Pensacola bench. Won by the Marksmen as Remmers will skate it in to attacking ice. Remmers is dropped by Rupert, his number opposite. Flung to the far side boards. Malik Johnson will do the honors down the length of the rink. Brian Moore back to retrieve the puck for the Marksmen. 11:25 to go in the third period. 4-4 the score. 55 seconds to go on the power play for the Marksmen after Robert Blugers committed delay of game by shooting the puck cleanly over the glass. Behind the net, a rolling puck will be taken by Rupert. He'll reverse field. This could be a shorthanded chance. Malik Johnson's the furthest up ice. Johnson working one-on-one with Jarrett Cupp, lost an edge. Brent Moran will watch. Drake Glover will drop this puck for Jarrett Cupp. And a new power play unit coming out for the Marksmen with 20 seconds to go on the man advantage. Off the loop, Oliveri will slide to the near wing. It's Glover. He's got space down the near side wing. Glover shoots off of Kuhn, who knocked it down but could do nothing further. The defensive group will clear the puck. It's taken by Harrison Harper. Moved up the far side boards. The pass is intercepted by Brennan Blasick. Harrison Harper turning with it here. Feeds to the far side half wall and is taken by FX Girard, who has to turn it back for Mark Wilson. Wilson hanging on to it, gives to Harrison Harper on the near side half wall. Harper fires all the way up ice for FX Girard, who is just able to chip it into attacking ice, but quickly thrown back by Pensacola. The near side quarter boards. It's Marcus Russell. Has to give the puck to the point for Carabia. Swept to the far side wing. Now a shot from Blugers, knocked down by Moran. Looking for the rebound. Puck is still loose. He finds it and will hold. 9:42 to go in the third period. 4-4 the score. This should take us to immediate timeout. And it will. There's the horn. 9:42 to go in this third period. The score remains 4-4 between Pensacola and Fayetteville.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
All righty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Pensacola 4, Fayetteville 4. So we head down the stretch here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Shots on goal favoring the Marksmen, 25-22. The back of two power play opportunities where the Marksmen have come up empty-handed. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Brent Moran. The Marksmen defensive zone. Malik Johnson squares to take the draw for Pensacola. He'll be opposed by Bednard for Fayetteville. Sticks down and ready. Bednard's going to be tossed from the circle. So Tommy Bessinger is going to have to come in to take it. He'll backhand to the far side corner where it's picked up by Don Oliveri. He floats it sky high up in the air. Turning with it here, but giving the puck away is Ivan Bondarenko. Given back to Remmers, who will look up ice. Turns to Bednard. This puck goes off of his stick and is corralled by Malik Johnson. Turned over to Bessinger. He's got it on the backhand. Curls to the middle, looking for a lane. Kuhn got a stick to it, and Pensacola sends it the length of the rink. This is going to be icing. 9:13 to go in this third period. And Tommy Bessinger, in his first game in a Marksman uniform, nearly gave him the lead. Face-off will be to glove side of Kuhn. Won by Bednard for the Marksmen. Hung on to by Zach Remmers, who has space. Remmers squared to shoot, forced onto his backhand, and now finds Bednard in front. Pushed to the far side corner. Now Oliveri rolls it toward the net. The rebound pushed wide. Bednard got tied up. Now a takedown in the clearing attempt. Pensacola gets it right back out to center. Sam Halesi hanging on to it for Pensacola. He's run into the far side boards. Remmers picks it up, nearly turned it over, hangs on to it miraculously. Up the near side boards, this is McCloy. Gives into the middle of the rink. Taken up ice by Hoffman, who fires a long wrist shot into the glove of Kuhn. He wants to play it out. 8:30 to go, third period, 4-4 the score remains. Up the far side boards, that hit the skate of Johnson, and Pensacola fortunate not to take a too many men call there. Backhanded off the outside of the net. Good chance for more as he had Best driving for the rebound. Hard takedown. Best is going to get called for a penalty here against Whelan Parrish. Now Enser's got it. He fires off the stick of Cup and out of play. Taylor Best, the guilty party. He'll sit for tripping. Pensacola will have a turn on the power play late in the third period. Pensacola power play in this hockey game, 2 for 5. And a third here would be massive. Hair over 8 minutes to go in the third period. 4-4 the score remains as Rupert will send to Carabia on the far side. Finds Whelan Parrish. His pass to Rupert makes it despite being knocked off the stick of McNair. Whelan Parrish at the far side face-off circle. Corals to the point for Carabia. Back for Parrish at the far circle. He gives in front. Backhanded on goal. Moran shuts it down, and he'll freeze. Face-off will stay in that far side circle. That's where Whelan Parrish has really liked to work from. Same power play unit out there for the Ice Flyers. While the Marksmen will have the puck to the blocker side of Moran. They win the draw. Taken by Taylor McCloy. He gets to the red line. He's going to turn back and pass to Oliveri. He'll look up ice and fling this one the length of the rink. One hopper knocked away by Kuhn with good pressure coming from the Marksmen in the form of Shane Bednard. Ice Flyers break it out of their own zone. Vlasic backhands to the far side boards. Going to chase is Whelan Parrish. He loses the foot race and the Marksmen clear. Kuhn careful not to take delay of game penalty for playing the puck out of the trapezoid. Was right along the goal line. To the far side boards. Skated in by Pensacola, but they don't have possession, and the Marksmen will clear it down the far boards again. Kuhn in trouble. Has to throw it to the bench side boards, looking for some help. He gets it. This is brought ahead by Elgstom. Calling for it back as he dropped it for Blugers. Elgstom has it in the near side corner. Right back for Blugers, who will push to the point. Enser hangs on to it there. Behind the net for Malik Johnson. Johnson takes a shove and will send to the far side boards before it's pushed up to Enser. Back to the far wing. Now Johnson with a backhand pass in the front looking for Elgstom. That one was knocked away by Hoffman. A rolling puck is settled by Elgstom. Give to Johnson. Curls on a wrap chance. He's taken down hard. No penalty. Marcus Russell at the point. Feeds Enser. Looking for a lane. He fires. It makes it to Moran, who finds it and will melt the puck with pressure in front. And now some shoves. 6:14 to go in the third period, and 6 seconds remaining in the Taylor Best minor. Everybody will skate away from this one. No penalties being levied. Heading down the stretch in this one, and things getting testy. Hang on a second. We may have a penalty at the end of this sequence. We do. It's roughing, and it's going to go against Zach Hoffman, which means for 6 seconds, Pensacola is going to have a 5-on-3. Jason Binkley is irate. And that is the only penalty. Hoffman will get a minor. And the Marksmen are going to have to kill another. Time of this penalty is 13:36 into the third period. And while the Marksmen win the draw and clear the puck the length of the rink, they'll still be down 5-on-4. Turned over to a shorthanded chance, but Elgstom is back to take it away. The far side boards. This is Whelan Parrish, punished by Oliveri as the Marksmen try to clear. And they do, off of Pensacola's player and into the Marksman bench. $5:50 to go in this third period. And now the question is, who did that puck hit off of? If they're going to say it went cleanly off a Marksman player, puck's going to stay in the Marksman attacking zone. Brent Moran saying if it was cleared out in the defensive zone, Then he wanted it at center. Not going to happen. And since it went into the bench, what would have been a delay of game penalty over glass is not. Nonetheless, we continue here with 5:30 to go in this third period. As Blasick turns it over on a weak pass. He gets upended by McNair, who will get off on a change. As Pensacola turns with it. This is Carabia. Holds the puck and centers off of Blasick. The Marksman will dive to get it out. Strong play made by Bednard. Far side half wall, a cross-ice pass to Rupert. He'll bring it down the near side before dropping for Carabia. To Rupert. The near side face-off circle. Matt Rupert walking with it. Stick handling behind the net. Feeds all the way across for Malik Johnson. Plays to the far side wing. That's Elgstom. Touching behind the net as he was looking for Rupert. Elgstom gives to Blasick in front. His one-timer taken away by Bednard, who will call for a change as the Marksmen clear off the far boards. 35 seconds left to kill. The next whistle that is not a goal will take us to our final media timeout. Skated ahead by Carabia. Pulls it back to the blue line and will turn it over. The Marksmen send it right down the far side boards. Out she goes. 4:30 to go in this third period and 15 seconds to go in the Hoffman minor. He looks up at the clock, settling himself, getting ready to stand. Dumped in by Enser. Hoffman up in the penalty box. A rolling puck taken by Fayetteville. Out she goes one more time. Hoffman released. We go back to 5-on-5 hockey. 4:10 to go in the third period. Seth Enser hanging on to the puck here. And he'll give it off. Up ice to Tucker, who shoots it in the general direction of Malik Johnson. Johnson was trying to find it unsuccessfully. Now the Marksmen have it. Up the far side boards. This will be carried ahead by Pensacola before it's quickly turned right back over. Marksmen have it at center in the form of Taylor Best. This one will roll to Tommy Bessinger, pulls the trigger off a shin pad on the way through, and a quality shot block there. Taken to the near side corner by Enser. He'll fling it up to the red line, 3:20 to go. Pulled right back by Tommy Bessinger. Bessinger's got it stick handling, looking for a lane with the puck on a string. Bessinger gives to Jarrett Cupp, finds Brian Moore, toe drags in front, but loses the puck. Marksman will hold the line. Turned low by Best. So he looks for Brian Moore. Moore lost the puck, regains it, kicking it to his stick. Moore hanging on to it here. Looks for Jarrett Cupp, but the passing lane was taken away by Sam Halesi. And Moore will have to settle at center ice. 2:45 to go in the third period. To Taylor McCloy. Brings it in down the near side wing. McCloy drops for Zach Remmers. Gives it to the point for Hoffman. Shot through traffic. Off the stick of Moore. He's got it. Tied up from behind. Brian Moore hangs on to it here as he's upended by Tucker. This puck bounces back out to center. Moore lofts it into space. Bringing it down the near wing is Remmers. He shoots. He scores! Zach Remmers gives the Marksmen the lead on a shot from the near side face-off circle. 5-4. Zach Remmers has his first goal at home. And the Fayetteville Marksmen pull ahead late in this one. So the Fayetteville Marksmen just need to hold the lead for the remaining 2:20 of this hockey game, and they'll come away with 2 points. Zach Remmers has his second of the season, and a huge goal for Remmers. Up the near side boards. This will be toted by Carabia as he tried to curl it into the middle of the ice. The Marksmen looking for one more. Here's Fraze. He shoots off of Kuhn. The rebound back behind the net. Fraze hanging on to it on his backhand. Will drop for Oliveri. Oliveri trying to pin the puck the far side half wall. Successful in doing so. Puck is still being held there before it's dug free. Finally, Pensacola will get it, but a takedown on the far side corner boards. We're going to send both players to the box. 1:19 to go in the third period. 5-4, the Marksmen lead.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
What a hockey game this has been here in Fayetteville this afternoon. 1 minute and 19 seconds remaining in the third period. Don Oliveri and Matt Rupert both sent to the penalty box after pushing and shoving in the far side corner. Rupert has a goal and an assist in the game. Oliveri has a goal and an assist in the game. The face-off will be right in front of the Pensacola penalty box. We'll keep an eye on Sean Kuhn for you. We'll go 4-on-4 with the two minors. And this will add an interesting wrinkle when Pensacola pulls Sean Kuhn. A little bit more space out there, minus two bodies. Carabia will retreat back behind his net as Kuhn jets off. 5-on-4 advantage with an empty net. Sent to the near side wing, Bondarenko. Sets it up to the far face-off circle for Whelan Parrish. He'll curl for Brennan Vlasic. Back for Parrish in the far side corner. Feeds the point, Carabia. Near side, Bondarenko's one-timer tipped. Rebound chance, Carabia sent to the back door. Push, they score! Tie hockey game. Malik Johnson on the near post, and we're even with 49 seconds to go. Malik Johnson ties the hockey game with 49 seconds remaining in it. And what a moment, as it seems only fitting in this game where both teams have had an answer. We may very well be destined for extra hockey. Jarrett Cupp backhands to the far side boards for FX Girard. Backhands toward Cupp again. Buries his shoulder trying to drive in on Carabia. The puck was knocked away from him. Pensacola with 30 seconds to go in regulation will work it up the far side boards. They'll backhand it behind the net. Puck is picked up there by the Marksmen. Moved up ice as Cupp will feed it ahead for Bednard. Bednard pulls the trigger. Kuhn makes the save. The rebound loose with 10 seconds to go. FX Girard gives to the middle. Here's a chance. Hoffman lifts it to the far side face-off circle. Kuhn seals there. This one goes wide. 3 seconds to go. The puck out to center. We are going to overtime. We've seen it once in Fayetteville this season. 5 minutes of sudden death. 3-on-3 overtime is next.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
We will have 11 goals scored at the end of this hockey game. Who will score the 11th and final remains to be determined. It's the Pensacola Ice Flyers, the Fayetteville Marksmen have duked it out with each other to a 5-5 tie through regulation. Both teams will have a point in the standings. For the Marksmen, a win here coupled with a Quad City loss would mean that the Fayetteville Marksmen will take over fourth in the SPHL. Brian Moore with Taylor Best and Zach Hoffman, the starting three for the Marksmen here in overtime. Moore will take the draw. He'll be opposed by Whelan Parrish. The Marksmen will go from left to right in overtime. Face-off won by Pensacola. Scarabia will turn back behind of Sean Kuhn, and Pensacola will have the first possession of the extra session. 5 minutes, sudden death, 3-on-3. Vlasic drops for Whelan Parrish. Vlasic calls for it back, he's got it. Circles around the net, centers for Parrish. Misses wide of him. The Marksmen have it. Here's a takedown on Moore. He gets up and it's a 2-on-1. Brian Moore with Hoffman going with him. He holds, gives to Hoffman, who cuts to the middle. Puck is loose. They score! Taylor Best on the near side goal post. Marksmen win in overtime, 6-5. Dylan Carabia smashes a stick over the crossbar in frustration. The Fayetteville Marksmen will take the bonus point at home this evening. 6-5 the final. We'll be right back with Marksman postgame right after this.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
We welcome you back to the Crown Coliseum, which has been a Thunderdome. Here on a Sunday afternoon, the Fayetteville Marksmen prevail victorious with a 6-5 overtime win over the Pensacola Ice Flyers. Let's go ahead and put this game on reset for you. Brian Moore opens the scoring a minute and 4 seconds into the hockey game from Shane Bednard and Don Oliveri. But Brennan Vlasic gets the goal right back just a couple minutes later. Makes it 1-1, and Pensacola would start a scoring streak from there on out. Robert Blugers, shorthanded on a feed from Brandon Tucker, makes it 2-1 for Pensacola. And then on the power play, Doug Elgston puts the puck in the back of the net, and it looked like Pensacola could very well run away with this one. They don't. Don Oliveri capitalizes on a feed from Shane Bednard to make it 3-2 on a blast from the point on a 5-on-3 power play. And at the tail end of the first period, FX Girard drives the net, collects a feed from Matt McNair, and buries it with just 24 seconds to go in the period. The Marksmen would carry that momentum into the second frame, where Taylor McCloy forced a turnover behind the net and scored just 36 seconds into the second period. But Matt Rupert would answer on the power play for Pensacola. Grabbing the puck at the far side face-off circle, he beats Moran cleanly. We would stay 4-4 for seemingly ever. And then with 2 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the hockey game, Zach Remmers buries a shot from the near side face-off circle, 5-4, just when you thought the Marksmen were going to get out of here with 2 points and without overtime. Malik Johnson on a jam in front of a 5-on-4 advantage with an empty net finds a way to tie the hockey game that sends us to overtime. Brian Moore driving the net sets things up for Fayetteville with a pass to Zach Hoffman, who sends it across the goal crease, and Taylor Best finishes a round of Coon. 6-5, the final here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. An absolutely unbelievable hockey game. Shots on goal for you are as follows. Final in the hockey game for the Fayetteville Marksmen, 31. For the Pensacola Ice Flyers, 27. 3 stars of the game are brought to you by Bubba's 33. They are as follows. The third star from the Pensacola Ice Flyers with a goal and an assist, Matt Rupert. With a would-be game winner, turned out to be a go-ahead goal only, Zach Remmers is the second star from the Fayetteville Marksmen. And with a game-winning goal, Taylor Best is the first star of the hockey game. The Marksmen extend their win streak to 4 games. That ties their single season long this year, and they'll look for 5 Thursday night in Roanoke. That will be our next telecast. We hope you'll join us then on Hockey TV as well as the Marksman Radio Network, a 7:05 puck drop with 6:45 pregame coverage from Virginia's Blue Ridge at the Berglund Center. Folks, we hope you enjoyed that one as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next time, I'm Drew Blevins. Have a lovely evening. Good night.